Richards says her house is haunted, and she's got a famous singer to back her up on her claim. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star was a guest on The Kelly Clarkson Show in October 2023, where she dished on her real-life haunted house nearly 50 years after starring in the John Carpenter horror movie, Halloween. Here's what you need to know. Kyle Richards claims spooky things happen in her house while speaking with Clarkson on the October 31, 2023, episode of her talk show. Richards shared details of spooky happenings that take place in her Encino, California mansion. "Oh, come over to my house," Richards replied when Clarkson asked her if she had ever seen any ghosts. "Thank God they haven't actually shown themselves, because I don't know if I would be here right now. I've had some things happen," she added. Richards revealed that both of her parents have passed away and she has had some very strange things happen to her in the years since. "Like lights going on where they weren't even plugged in," she said. "Really weird things," she added. "And then my house that I live in now was built in like 1882 and moved by like trolley in 1912, the RHOBH star continued. "And I hear footsteps a lot. Everyone in my family has heard the footsteps. And Smokey Robinson actually used to own my home, and I was at an Oscar party and he said, 'Oh, have you heard the footsteps yet?' I did not need to hear that. I was like, I wanted to believe that I was imagining it." Richards did add that her spirit house guest feels safe, like, it's like a good spirit. Richards and her husband Mauricio Amansky purchased the home known as the Smokey Robinson Estate in 2017, according to Page 6. The $8,253,000 property was home to the music legend from 1988 to 2002. Mauricio Amansky also had a ghostly experience. Richards' husband also had an experience with the spirit world, but his took place outside of their home years before they bought the Robinson estate. In 2012, Amansky was named the listing agent for Michael Jackson's famous rented Holmby Hills property. While speaking with TMZ Live in April 2023, Amansky recounted selling the house 3 years after Jackson's death. Noting that he never believed in spirits before, Amansky said he felt Jackson's presence when he was at the Holmby Hills house. Amansky explained that every night he locked the doors and windows of the house. But one morning he returned to find the windows in the bedroom Jackson once slept in wide open and music playing. Amansky said he didn't want to believe it. So, he locked up the house the same way again and the next morning walked into the same thing. Amansky also claimed the late King of Pop helped him sell the house. When a motorized chandelier stopped working and almost jeopardized a closing deal, Amansky looked up and asked Jackson to, please, help him out. "And I literally just screamed that out. And I go to the switch and I move the chandelier and it goes up," he said. "I'm like, it's fixed, we're closing." What happened with Michael Jackson in the house, it was just so real and so strong, Amansky added. Read next. Kyle Richards calls out Dorit Kemsley for talking about her marriage on camera.